Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. I tell you the whole truth that youths are not happy. And why they are not happy is that what government had claimed that they are going to meet up with as their demands seems to be as if everything that they had done was a big joke. As we are talking, Malami has exonerated 33 officers of the defunct SARS unit accused of wanton crime and various forms of human rights infractions. He has decided to, exonerate them. And the reason that he has given will shock you a great deal. And let's just, look at the news and then we discuss further. Abubakar Malami, Attorney General of the Federation, says there is not enough evidence to prosecute 33 personnel of the now disbanded Special Anti-Robbery Squad SARS of the police indicted by a presidential panel in 2019. The panel was chaired by Tony Ojukwu, Executive Secretary of the National Human Rights Commission between 2018 and 2019. The committee report indicted 35 police officers in 12 states and the Federal Capital Territory but recommended 33 for prosecution. The panel also recommended that 249 million be paid to 57 victims. The report was submitted to President Muhammadu Buhari in June 2019. Accordingly, Malami's position set up a committee to review the recommendation by Ojukwu panel. The AGF said the case were not properly investigated. Oh my God. And asked Mohammed Adamu, Inspector General of Police, to probe the cases. The report of the panel does not meet prosecutorial needs. No proper investigation was concluded in all the cases, he said. Admissible evidence such as exhibit, medical evidence, statements of the suspect and witnesses that can be used in court have not been obtained or recorded in the appropriate sheet from the suspects and witnesses by the appropriate. The indicted officers should be made to undergo disciplinary action immediately and dismiss where appropriate. That the IGP, who is well aware of the sensitivity of the matter, should be advised to set up a special investigation team to conduct thorough investigation into the individual cases. That after thorough investigation, the case that are federal offense or fall within the FCT will be prosecuted by the office of the HAGF, while those that are state offenses will be transferred to the respective states for prosecution. Now, with what Malami has said here, I tell you the whole truth that those youths who are serving in the judicial panel of inquiry set up to investigate some of the cases of police brutality will be overly discouraged, because I believe that there should be terms of reference when these things are done. Accordingly, I feel that you should be able to tell the people this is what and what and what and what you should look out for. And when you look out for these things, on the basis of it, the people that are brought abroad, that are brought forth, will be disciplined accordingly. But not to for you to exonerate them and begin to think of another panel, to create another panel, not just by any person, but by the Inspector General of Police, who is already surrounded with so much responsibility, who has so much in his hands to do, and you are telling him to create another panel. How can you, for example, be telling a man whose children are about to be slaughtered to judge the case? Do you think that he will prosecute them? This is things that we need to deal with some sense of reasonability. I tell you the truth. Nigerians are not happy. The responses here clearly shows that people are already fed up with the way things are going on. If you look at some of the cases that are already presented, that have been presented to the judicial panel of inquiry, apart from the one that he's talking about, you will notice that some of these cases have been tried in court, and the court have even come up with some things, come up with some penalties, which even those people involved are not ready to give into it. Some, like one woman who came out to talk about it, said she lost her pregnancy because of it. Another one was debilitated because of it. Some got their spine broken. Some, the people who are unfortunately victims, are not even alive to tell the stories. So for you to come out at a sensitive time like this to give response to a particular report that was submitted far back June 2019, Nigerians, you are trying to get the youth angry again. Abba, these are some of the things that we do not need to be taught. I'm telling you the whole truth. If the Judicial Commission have stepped up and they are doing something drastic about the current situation, about police brutality and all of that, why not just allow them? Let them do their own thing. Than for you to come out and say, well, there are no exhibits, there are no medical documents, and all. Why didn't you give them terms of reference when they started the presidential committee on police brutality? Why didn't you tell them these are some of the things that we are expecting from you people? Let's look at what Nigerians have to say. This one says, in Nigeria, we have our own Trump era, a time of dead anger, divisiveness, ethnicity, nepotism, corruption, and propaganda. We are going through a time of untold hardship, insensitivity, and oppression. When will our time for healing and restoration come? This one said, I am no longer surprised at anything. Very soon we'll have that second passport and drop this one. Imagine Nigerians are now agitating to have another home for themselves outside Nigeria because they have lost faith in the present day government. They seem not to believe that there is hope again. President Buhari came up and told Nigerians that Nigerians should bear with him. Automatically, it's a good word from a leader, but then there should be traces of things pointing to the fact that there is profit in the waiting, in the patience. You understand what I'm saying? When you come out and tell somebody, maybe your wife, and say, sweetheart, please wait for me. I know we are passing through a very turbulent period in our lives, but I believe that we are heading somewhere. When she looks at you, she will notice that you're not staying back at home. You're going out there to work. You're trying to, make use of the ideas that you have. You're trying to make use of the connections you have. You're being proactive. You're doing a lot of things to get yourself and her out of poverty. And then she will say, well, I think there is going to be profit in this waiting, let me wait. But by the time the person looks at you and realize that everything you are doing is against what you have been saying, then how would they trust you to wait? I feel that at this point, a lot of maturity is needed. A lot of empathy is needed. You need to learn to put yourself in the shoes of people so that you can really feel what they are feeling. These guys came up with all manner of brutal attitude activities against some set of persons. And up till now, we are talking about evidence and we are talking about this. For you to see someone's spinal cord broken, is that not enough evidence? For you to see someone bringing up, mentioning names, even court cases have been involved, is that not enough evidence? For me, Malami, I'll advise, it's not right for you to exonerate these guys. Yeah, you said they should take another, step forward, which is by ensuring that the IGP set up another investigative panel that will look at the issue and all of that. It looks very interesting, but my brother, you've got to realize that right now the people are looking for answers. The people are looking for answers. And since June, this report has been submitted. Till today, instead, we are looking at another 1 or 2 years because those people, that particular presidential committee, they were given that responsibility in 2018. They submitted it in 2019. This is the end of the year for 2020, and you are now kickstarting another investigative panel, which you are giving that responsibility to a man who is crowded with more responsibility. How do you think things will work out well? It's high time we correct this and we begin to prove to Nigerians that it's really worth waiting for this administration. Nigerians have waited thus far, and I feel that at this point, if we must wait, there must be good reasons why we must wait. I like to leave it there. go to our comment section. Let us interact. It's really touching. I tell you the whole truth. But let's interact in our comment section. Tell us what's your position on this issue of exonerating 33 in SARS, 33 SARS operative who were brutal to Nigeria.